Yes, good evening, everybody. And today is EMI lecture number 5. So if you've not listened to the previous lectures, please go through them in the SDC portal and see that you revise the first 4 lectures before proceeding. So even if you have not, been attentive, you please see that you cover up. So let's start off with some polls first. Are you ready? So we start off with some polls first, and then we will see how well you have revised 1 to 4. But I have tried to keep some questions which are very important. So this time I'm leveling up a little. That means they are not going to be easy, but they are competitive exam questions. So I hope you'll be able to do. So as people are joining, we'll do 3 levels. So I have divided the examination questions based on 3 levels: level 1, level 2, and level 3. So let us try level 1 first, and then we will go for the polls. So let us see this one. The north pole of a bar magnet is moved swiftly downward towards a closed loop. So they're talking about a closed loop, and they're saying that there is a magnet. So this is the magnet, and this magnet ka north pole, this is the north of the magnet, is moved swiftly downwards towards a closed coil, and then the second time it is going up. यानी कि case 1 में it is going down and case 2 में it is going up. So you have to tell me what is the magnitude and direction of the induced currents in the 2 cases. You have to tell me the magnitude and the direction of the induced current in the 2 cases. So even if you know the current option, you will get the option correct. Yes. So Isha, Divya, Tejas, I can see your answers are correct. Aditya, correct. Please write only once the option, don't write many times. Geeta, your answer is correct. Shivam, correct. Nidhi, correct. Bhakti, correct. So if you see north is coming towards, so the first answer is obviously anti-clockwise. And in the second case, north is going away, so the answer is clockwise. So in the first case, it is anti-clockwise, and in the second case, it is clockwise. When the magnet is coming towards the coil, what does the coil try to do? Repel it. The coil tries to repel it because it opposes the change in the magnetic flux. So it will try to repel it, and hence the value of the current will be higher. And if the north pole is going away, that means it will try to attract it, and that time it will be a lower value. So therefore the option over here is option D. Question number, second question. This is completely based on the magnetic flux of the EMF. So let's take a quick look at how to do it. The magnetic flux through a circuit of resistance R changes by an amount del phi, that is difference in flux, that is d phi के जगह पे del phi लिखा है, in time delta t. Then the total quantity of electric charge. So if you remember, E is nothing but डी फाई के बदले उन्होंने डेल्टा फाई अपॉन डेल्टा टी लिया है. Now what is E? E is I into R is equal to delta phi upon delta T. What is I? This is del Q upon delta T into R is equal to delta phi upon delta T. Therefore here this will get cancelled. So what is delta of Q? It will be nothing but del phi upon R. So this is your right answer. So which option looks correct? वो dt dt delta t दोनों तरफ cancel हो जाएगा. Yeah, Satyam, correct. So you can see that the answer is option D. You can either write it down or you can take a screenshot. I'll wait for a minute. Any doubt in the question? Do you have any doubt? Any doubts? Can I move to the third question? So this is very simple and I think you'll be able to answer. Will you try? A metallic ring is attached with the wall of a room. When the north pole of a magnet is brought near it, north pole is near it, what will be the current? North pole is near it. What will be the current? The observer is always here. Observer हमेशा यहाँ होगा, वो हमेशा magnet के side पे होगा. So you should not have any problem with that. Yes, Takshita, Divya, Geeta, very good. So north is coming towards, so the direction of the current here is going to be anti-clockwise. So the correct answer is option C. So I hope you're following. These are easy. The next question. There is a coil having an area A which is placed in a magnetic field which changes from B naught to 4B naught in some time interval T. What is the EMF induced in the coil? So the first thing that we have to observe here is what is changing. तो आप देखेंगे magnetic field is changing. That means when I write the formula E is equal to d phi by dt, my A is going to come outside and derivative dB by dt का होगा क्योंकि जो change होता है उसको हमें derivative के अंदर लेना है. So this is going to be A. What is the change in the magnetic field? So the change in this magnetic field, I can write B naught minus 4B naught. You can write 4B naught minus B naught also because we're just checking the magnitude. We are not bothered about the negative sign upon T minus 0. So this is going to be minus 3 . Got it? So therefore, if I take the mod of this answer, I should get it as this is the correct answer. That is option A. So we have to always check in a question that what is changing. Is the magnetic field changing? Is the angle changing? Is the area changing? So there are questions wherein first there is a circle and then they have made it a square. So that time area is changing. So you have to always check what is changing. Yes, Prachi, the negative does not make a difference, beta, because the EMF when we're calculating, and if you look at all the 4 options here, they are only concerned with the magnitude of it. So the negative sign is the direction given by Lenz's law. So we need not consider the magnitude, okay? Please take it down. Done? Okay. Now read the question and answer two things. Read the question and answer two things. One, what is changing? And second, what is asked? Everyone, please read the question with complete attention. Focus and tell me what is changing in the question and what is asked in the question. Yeah, so very good observation. They are talking about their charge and angle is changing. So I hope all of you identified that properly. So we have charge is being asked and angle is changing. So let us see how that is and what formula I have to use. So if you remember while explaining formulas, I had written E is equal to N d phi by dt. I hope all of you remember this. So now how we are going to represent this is E is nothing but I into R, which is equal to N. BA will come outside. There will be a change, that is cos of pehle angle 0 tha, because first it is written, it is perpendicular to the magnetic field. So if you remember, we had done plane of the coil is perpendicular to magnetic field. जब plane of the coil, ये plane of the coil होता है, and if it is perpendicular to magnetic field, तो area vector और magnetic field zero बनाता है. So cos 0 minus the second angle is cos of 180 upon, यहाँ पर आएगा dt. Okay. Now what is I? I is nothing but dq by dt. So I is nothing but dq by dt. और ये जो R है वो नीचे आएगा. This is equal to N B A. Cos of 0 is 1 minus of cos 180 is minus 1 upon dt into R. So dt will get cancelled, and what is dq? dq is nothing but number of turns is 500, so it is 10 to the power 2. Magnetic field is 2 into 10 raised to minus 1. Area is given to us as 0.1, which is also 10 raised to minus 1. Then 1 minus of minus 1 is 2 upon the resistance is 50. Can you calculate what is the charge and tell me what is the final answer? Calculate what is the charge and tell me the final answer. Yes, so correctly said, you should get 0.4 coulomb. I hope everyone is getting 0.4 coulomb, and that means the correct answer is option B. So B will be the correct answer. No, angle changes, Shaurya. Angle can change, no? I can change the angle of the coil. Coil ऐसे पकड़ सकते हैं, angle ऐसा कर सकते हैं. Coil can always change. So coil के साथ area vector change होगा ना? अगर मैग्नेटिक फील्ड ऐसे जा रहा है, कॉइल को मैंने थोड़ा टेढ़ा किया तो एरिया वेक्टर ऐसा है ना, तो वो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड के साथ एंगल चेंज हो सकता है. एंगल क्यों नहीं चेंज हो सकता? इट्स पॉसिबल. 180 का मतलब पूरा उल्टा कर दिया ना, पूरा उल्टा कर दिया, यानी कि कॉइल ऐसा था उसको ऐसा कर दिया इज 180. दैट्स पॉसिबल. दिव्या, 180 is given in the question, second line. And cos of zero is when the plane of the coil is perpendicular to magnetic field. हम जीरो लेते हैं. लेक्चर नंबर 3 में डिस्कशन हुआ था. When plane of the coil is parallel to magnetic field, then theta is taken as 90, and when plane of the coil is perpendicular to magnetic field, angle is 0. Lecture number 3. Yeah. Have you finished writing? So I have a very important point to discuss. I hope all of your attention is here. So there is this question which is normally asked. So the question asked is something like this: the magnet is dropped. So this is the coil that they are considering, and they are considering a magnet which is dropped. So you can imagine a magnet जिसको उन्होंने ड्रॉप किया है. So imagine this is your magnet and वो गिर रहा है नीचे, मतलब वो यहां आ जाएगा. So I'm just giving you some presentation here so that you can imagine. This is the north of the magnet. वो नॉर्थ यहां चला जाएगा और जब वो गिरेगा, बिकॉज वो ऐसे गिरने वाला है, it's going to fall through the coil. This is the south of the magnet. So ध्यान से सुनने में क्या बोल रही हूँ, because what is this all about? The question asked is that if a magnet is dropped through the coil, magnet को हमने फेंक दिया through the coil, then the question asked is what happens to the acceleration of this magnet, of the magnet? What happens to the acceleration of the magnet? Now there are two cases here, ऊपर वाला case and नीचे वाला case. Suppose मैं ऊपर हूं, that means the observer is on the top. मुझे पता है कि जब नॉर्थ आ रहा होता है, when north is coming towards the coil, can you tell me what is the direction inside the coil? When north is coming, what is it? The face of the coil behaves like? Yes, very good. So I can see everybody saying anti-clockwise. So this is north बनता है. So हम ऊपर से देख रहे हैं, we are on the top. Wherever the magnet is, we are there. So this is the case one part of it. So please pay attention. अगर हम इस क्वेश्चन के बारे में बात करें तो अगर मैग्नेट ऊपर से गिर रहा है, यू विल फाइंड दिस क्वेश्चन वेरी कॉमन इन मेनी ऑफ द कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम बुक्स. सो ये अगर मैग्नेट ऐसे आ रहा है, कैन आई से कि देयर विल बी नॉर्थ बनकर ये रिपेल करने की कोशिश करेगा, द कॉइल विल ट्राई टू रिपेल इट. इसका ये मतलब है दैट देयर इज गोइंग टू बी अ फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्शन हियर. बट क्या वो मैग्नेट वो फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्शन की वजह से क्या वो ऊपर जाएगा या गिरेगा? व्हाट इज योर इमेजिनेशन? क्या वो गिरेगा या ऊपर जाएगा? इट्स गोइंग टू फॉल ओनली. why is it going to fall? Because you know that acceleration due to gravity is stronger acceleration due to gravity is stronger, that's the force of gravity will pull it down, है कि नहीं? सो सवाल यही है कि इसका ये मतलब है इस मैग्नेट पर दो फोर्सेस एक्ट हो रहे हैं, एक ग्रेविटी की वजह से नीचे की तरफ और जो रिपल्शन हो रहा है उसकी वजह से ऊपर की तरफ. दैट मीन्स द नेट फोर्स हियर is going to be, can I say mg minus fr, क्योंकि mg बड़ा है, so mg minus fr. Now what is the force, what is the net force acting on the magnet? मैग्नेट पे जो नेट फोर्स एक्ट कर रहा है दैट इज मास इनटू एक्सेलरेशन. जो नेट फोर्स एक्ट कर रहा है दैट इज मास इनटू एक्सेलरेशन is mg minus fr, है कि नहीं? अब मैं m को यहां शिफ्ट कर रही हूं राइट हैंड साइड पे, सो कैन आई से a becomes g minus fr upon m. Can I say a becomes g minus fr upon m? It is as good as saying a is like 8, so 8 is equal to 10 minus 2. Only for your understanding I'm saying 8 is equal to 10 minus 2. So कौन है बड़ा, g बड़ा है या small a बड़ा है? Who is big? Obviously a is less than g. Small a क्या है? It is the acceleration of the magnet. g क्या है? It is the acceleration due to gravity. So can I say a is less than g? So this is my conclusion when they ask me this kind of a question. Now if I look at the case 2, मतलब case 2 नहीं, actually it is the same. If I look down, मतलब नीचे के पार्ट में, तो मैंने ऊपर देखा, नीचे आप देखेंगे कि ये तो गिरने ही वाला है, यानी कि साउथ इज गोइंग अवे. व्हेन साउथ इज गोइंग अवे, इसके नीचे ये कॉइल के नीचे, सो केस 1 भूल जाओ, अभी नीचे आ जाओ. जब साउथ जा रहा है तो नीचे नॉर्थ बनेगा, यानी कि देयर विल बी अ फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन. द मैग्नेट विल एक्सपीरियंस अ फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन टुवर्ड्स द कॉइल. बट फिर भी जैसे कि आप जानते हैं एक्सेलरेशन ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी इज एनीवे गोइंग टू पुल इट डाउन. उसको फोर्स ऊपर आने दो, फिर भी द ग्रेटर फोर्स एक्टिंग ऑन इट is due to gravity and hence it is going to pull it down. So as a physics student, these small things are important for you to understand. That means in this case again I can say the net force acting is mg minus fa. This is the net force because mg is greater, इसलिए it's mg minus fa because they are vectors. They are looking in opposite direction, therefore we will subtract them. Now that means this is mass into acceleration, which is equal to mg minus fa. इसका ये मतलब है a is equal to g minus fa upon m. So you can see that if you look at both these derivations, that is 8 is equal to 10 minus 2, both the cases your a is less than g. So however they ask you the question, I have explained both the cases. The magnet is dropped. So you can give the heading as the magnet is dropped through the coil. याद रखिएगा जब आप ये क्वेश्चन करते हैं, सो दीज आर लाइक आई हैव प्रूव्ड इट नाउ. ये लोग क्या करेंगे, ये लोग ऐसा बोलेंगे वायर टूट गया. अगर वायर टूट गया तो वो सीधा गिरेगा, एक ही बात ही नहीं होगी. इसका अगर वो वायर टूट गया, अगर उन्होंने ऐसा दिया कि वायर टूटा हुआ है, इसका मतलब है ए इज इक्वल टू जी, है कि नहीं? ये एफ आर एफ ए कब आता है? जब क्लोज सर्किट है. अगर उसने कहा है कि कॉइल ही टूट गया है, कॉइल टूटा मतलब इन करंट नहीं होगा उसमें, क्योंकि करंट कैन नॉट गो थ्रू अ ब्रोकन कॉइल, राइट? सो अगर उन्होंने ऐसा दिया है कि हमने वायर को काट दिया है, द कॉइल इज ब्रोकन, अगर ऐसा दिया है तो याद रखना यही आंसर ए इज लेस देन जी हो जाएगा। आई होप इट इज एब्सोल्युटली क्लियर। ए ग्रेटर देन जी का सवाल ही पैदा नहीं होता है, वो आता ही नहीं है किसी भी ऑप्शन में। इट्स आइदर ए इज लेस देन जी और ए इज इक्वल टू जी। So if the wire is broken, then it is equal to g, and otherwise it is a less than g. So the acceleration of the magnet is going to be less than the acceleration due to gravity. No, it's not possible only, Neeraj, because acceleration due to gravity is stronger. It's going to fall only. वो गिरने ही वाला है. Okay? Yeah. So please take this down. This is very important. The whole class has to take this down. And then we will do some questions. I divided it, Shaurya. I divided it. You're asking me the calculation, right? So here I divided it. MA is equal to mg minus fr है ना? So I divided it throughout by m. ऐसा भी आप सोच सकते हैं. I throughout by m. तो ये cancel हो जाएगा. ये cancel हो जाएगा. I will get that answer. Is it okay now? Just write, Manav, just write if the wire is broken, A is equal to G. मतलब अगर कॉइल में करंट इंड्यूस नहीं हुआ, अगर कॉइल में करंट इंड्यूस नहीं हुआ तो A इक्वल टू G होगा ना. सो यू जस्ट से इफ द कॉइल इज ब्रोकन और क्लोज सर्किट नहीं होता है देन A इज इक्वल टू G. सत्यवीर वो जस्ट एग्जाम्पल बताया, जस्ट रैंडम एग्जाम्पल्स बताया ताकि आप याद रखें कि स्मॉल a यहाँ 8 है और g यहाँ 10 है, ताकि आपको याद रहे. वैसे भी g बड़ा ही है, सो a इज लेस देन g. So those are just extra things that I have written in the slide. I just erase it. That was just only for the explanation. Divya, I didn't understand what you have written. That's why I'm not answering that. What's 2m? There is no 2 only, no? Yeah. Is it completed? So this is a very important point that we have discussed. No, we can't directly cut it, Divya. We have to divide it. Because FR के पास M नहीं है ना, तो वो divided by M हो जाएगा. Common तो नहीं ले सकते बेटा. G के साथ ही M है ना. Please tell me when it is completed. Okay. So are you ready for a set of questions? So I'm going to ask you some polls and let me see how many of you will answer them. So they are simple, they are not difficult, but you have to think before you click. So for the August batch, I have cancelled their polls because 80% of the class was not answering correctly. So if the number of students in your class do not answer it correctly, we will discontinue the polls. So that's going to happen. August batch को punishment है कि rest of EMI में उनके पास polls नहीं है. So be very careful before you vote, and I want everybody to vote. वहाँ पे voting कम था, 30 students ने vote नहीं किया था, तो उनका next following chapters में उनको polls नहीं है. So let me start. The first question. Please click the right option on the screen of your gadget and hit the submit button. Lenz's law is the law of conservation of. Can I ask you all what is the answer? Lenz's law is a consequence of the law of conservation of. Okay, I can see Shaurya, Isha, Divya, Sudhir, Vidhi, Bhavya, not Bhavya, Akhil, Mitanshu, Prachin, Shreya. My dear children, Lenz's law is a very important part of EMI. In EMI, we are converting mechanical energy to electrical energy, which I have explained very clearly in lecture number 1 and 2. It is the law of conservation of energy. And I don't know why the 36 people of your class, 74 out of 99 people, would you like to see the results? See, this is what happens when you don't take the polls seriously. It's not about just clicking, it is about thinking also and clicking. A simple mistake can take you down the rank list. Let me make it very clear. 1 marker difference is equivalent to 50 to 100 positions in the rank of NEET or JEE Main. It is not a joke that we are having here. We have to take 12th standard very seriously. We have to study with a lot of discipline and with a lot of understanding. मजा तो करना ही है हमें पढ़ते टाइम, but हमें seriously पढ़ना है. When have I ever spoken about potential or momentum in this chapter of EMI? I have never spoken about. So please try to make regular notes. Simple statements which were discussed in the previous lectures have been put in the form of poll, and these polls are supposed to be taken seriously because all these questions that I sit and type before the session, when I'm sitting and typing, I'm taking it from the examination questions. So I believe that you will pay attention and will not make such a grave mistake. As you can see that for 36 people in your class have written charge. The conservation of charge that happens, that is in Kirchhoff's current law. Kirchhoff's voltage law is the law of conservation of energy, and Lenz's law is also the law of conservation of energy. So I believe that you will be careful in the next question. So let us see whether you answer the next question. Please read the question carefully before submitting the answer. "56 people out of 97. I request all the students to participate. 30 students have not yet participated. 20 students have not participated. 67 on 97 of the class has answered. I would request all the students to participate. Then only we will know the correct number. So I have 75 students who have participated till now. I'm going to stop the poll because it's 2 minutes now. 2 minutes for per question is more than enough. So 10 students have not participated. Let us see what is the result. So I have a tie between two options, as you can see. The question was asked very clearly as per lecture number 1 and 2, based on lecture number 1 and 2. कि एक cylindrical bar magnet है, so this is the coil and there is a bar magnet here, and this bar magnet is rotated in its place. What happens to the current in this coil? The right answer was there will be no current in this coil, because if you remember, I told you linear motion was absolutely required. So if there is linear motion, that means flux अंदर बाहर जाना चाहिए. आप यहाँ पर मैग्नेट को रख के मैग्नेट यहाँ घूमता रहेगा, उससे कॉइल में क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? कॉइल के अंदर मैग्नेटिक लाइंस जाना और आना चाहिए. I don't know how D option is possible. So the right answer was no current will be induced in the coil. So that means y'all are not studying at home. So I would like to speak to your parents about this. So let us see question number 3, and I hope that the entire class will give me the right answer. Hoping. Let's see, read the question and mark the correct option. Click on the option and hit the submit button. "44 students out of 96 have participated. 50 students, rest of the batch waiting for you to click the right answer. So we have 83 people who have answered. I'm stopping it now. What do you think is the right answer? This was the exact question that I just explained. That means 51 students were listening carefully. The right answer is less than gravity. I don't know who, there are two students in your batch who don't even read the question. The moment I launch the poll, they have clicked on D or C or whatever. So there are two students who are very fast in answering the wrong one. So then I think, so we have some people who think it is diameter of the coil. So I really don't know how you're going to write these exams. So let's come to the fourth question and see who will answer this. Now, this is a very, very important question, was asked in the exam twice. So I hope you'll be able to answer this. Let me see who answers it perfectly well. The question is, a magnet is brought towards a coil speedily, मतलब एकदम fast आ रहा है, और फिर slowly, then the induced EMF or the induced charge, मतलब उनको वो भी जानना है कि induced EMF or the induced charge will be respectively, मतलब EMF कैसा होगा और चार्ज कैसा होगा. देखो वो दो स्टूडेंट्स ने रॉन्ग कर दिया है, अभी से ही मतलब क्लिक भी कर लिया है. ओके, द अदर्स प्लीज रीड एंड आंसर. Okay, so let's see who has answered it correctly. So a magnet is brought towards a coil. जब मैग्नेट को हम पास लेके आते हैं बहुत स्पीड से, सो टाइम कम होता है, तो E is d phi by dt. EMF और टाइम कैसा होता है? इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल. इसका मतलब है, what would be the right answer? Let us check. इसका मतलब है ईएमएफ फर्स्ट केस में बहुत ज्यादा रहेगा, राइट? और चार्ज वैसे भी दोनों केसेस में सेम ही रहेगा। व्हाई? बिकॉज कॉइल का चार्ज, अगर एक कॉइल में 2000 चार्जेस है तो वो 2000 ही रहेंगे। ऐसा नहीं है कि चार्जेस बढ़ जाता है, राइट? सो देयर इज नो इंक्रीज इन द नंबर ऑफ चार्जेस. So therefore the answer would be option as correctly marked by 39 students of the class, that it is more in the first case and it is equal in both cases. matlab charge is equal in both the cases. Are you ready for one more? So I have just 3 more to go and this is very easy. The direction of the induced EMF during EMI, that is electromagnetic induction, is given by which scientist? Is given by which scientist? So I'm going to give you only 1 minute for this. Everyone, please hit the right answer. Direction bola hai, so it's the direction of the induced EMF. We are not talking about the magnitude. "66 people have answered till now. 30 students are still not answered. So let us see who will give the right answer. Now it was a very straightforward question, but still you see the results of your class. 32 students think it is Faraday's law and 40 students think it is Lenz's law. What's the correct answer? Now, this is the simplest question, so you can see that rest of your class is not paying attention at all. The magnitude is given by Faraday's law and the direction is given by Lenz's law. Each wrong time you answer a question, please learn it. It's a learning phase. I don't have to write the exam, so I am not the one who is going to be affected by it. Please study. There is no miracles. Even if any astrologer said you'll become a doctor, unless and until you study, you cannot just say that I am born for this. You have to work for it. People work 16 hours a day, do 100 MCQs per subject, physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology, 100 questions a day. Practice it. मतलब मार्वल का book 6 times जब आप करेंगे, you will be ready for the competitive exam. So students sleep only 4 hours. I have private students who sleep only 4.5 hours every day. They are working really hard. And the right answer for this is Lenz's law. I hope the class will take this seriously. The pandemic will get over. You will have to write the exam. You cannot say that I will not have to write the exam. You will have to go through it. As you can see, JEE and NEET examination dates are going to be out soon. MHCET, they have to do a competitive exam, whether they do it online, offline. Last year, when they conducted in 2020, everyone who went, there are so many students who couldn't come and give the exam. So they didn't give them another chance. So please understand that the examinations are important. So don't take this lightly, though you're feeling that you're taking, some of you all are taking this lightly, I feel. Let me ask one more and then we will go on with our one more MCQ, because in the next session I have to start with the derivation. So this I had explained in lecture number 4. A helicopter is moving north, the magnetic field will be. No, Dhruv. CET is conducted only once in a year. JEE is conducted twice in a year. Once in Jan and then in June. So they have not declared the second date. सीईटी एक ही बार होता है ध्रुव, 2 बार नहीं हो सकता, बिकॉज महाराष्ट्र सीईटी इज ओनली फॉर महाराष्ट्र, राइट? बाकी कोई भी स्टेट में उनका सीईटी नहीं है, वो लोग जेई मेन से लेते हैं. So those who have marked the answer as BH, I think your helicopter goes like this. Helicopter, normally if you see drones, बच्चों के पास helicopter रहेगा. So drones रहेगा. आपकी बिल्डिंग में कोई बच्चे के पास हेलीकॉप्टर है तो उसका हेलीकॉप्टर ऐसे जाता है, आपका शायद ऐसे जा रहा है. So last time I gave you the right hand rule. I said that if the velocity is going to go horizontal, then the magnetic field is vertical. And hence the right answer was the vertical component of Earth's magnetic field, that is BV. Can you see the results on your screen? So BV is the right answer. So if you're getting the answer right, well and good. Okay, the last question for the poll today. Poll ka last question. Poll ka last question. Question is, which is the odd one out? Weber, Newton meter per ampere, Newton per ampere meter, or volt second? Which is the odd one out? So आप देखेंगे मेजॉरिटी जो क्या बोलते हैं यूनिट्स है इसमें, वो फ्लक्स के यूनिट्स थे, फ्लक्स के यूनिट्स थे. और द राइट आंसर इज न्यूटन पर एम्पियर मीटर. न्यूटन पर एम्पियर मीटर जो होता है, दैट वुड बी द राइट आंसर. सो आई थिंक द क्लास 75% ऑफ द क्लास हैज आंसर्ड करेक्टली. राहुल, नीट एक ही बार होता है बेटा, one attempt only. That's why you have to gear up, you have to start studying. Please see that you study. It's a matter of your future. Okay, let's come to this question. For NDA also, Neeraj, you have to prepare. Yeah. So now, let's look at this question. In MEEC, you must have studied the formula for magnetic field of a solenoid. I hope everyone has. So we are going to use that over here. You are going to tell me the data. So there is a solenoid which is 1.5 meters long. Its diameter is around 4 centimeters. It has 3 layers of 1000 turns each and carries a current of 2 amperes. So everyone knows that it is a solenoid. They are interested in the magnetic flux for the cross section. They want to know how much flux is going through this cross section. They want to know what is the magnetic flux through this cross section. So that means we have to go for our flux formula. Flux is nothing but maximum flux BA hota hai. And in the subject of MEEC, you studied, or in the chapter, you studied mu naught Ni into A. Have you come across this formula? So sir must have already told you. This is mu naught, number of turns per unit length को हम small n बोलते हैं, I multiplied by area. Area क्या होगा यहाँ पे? Pi r square. That will be the area. So can you please try solving this? So I'm going to write the data down, but you will try solving. So I'm going to write everything down. Mu naught is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. And into number of turns कितना लेना पड़ेगा? Anybody? Number of turns मैं कितना लूं? Very good, Isha. Isha is already given. इट इज 3 layers of 1000 tons each. मतलब जैसे वो धागे का बंडल रहता है, मतलब पहले 1000 टन्स, फिर उसके ऊपर 1000 टन्स, फिर उसके ऊपर 1000 टन्स. मतलब इट्स गोइंग टू बी 3000 upon 1.5 into current is 2 into pi r square. R is in centimeters. So it is 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 the whole square. Now this will be 4 pi square into 3 into 4 into क्या बच रहा है यहाँ पे, सारे पावर साथ में ले रहे हैं, -7, ये तीनों 0 सो +3, -4 और ये जो नीचे का -1 है ऊपर जाके +1 अपॉन 15. प्लीज चेक, ये 4 है यहाँ पे, ये 3 है, ये 2 है और ये 2 का स्क्वायर है. So we have 4 pi square. You can take it as 9.86. Pi square, you can take it as 9.86 when you're doing calculation. And when you're doing CT, you can take it as 10 also. 9.86 को round off करके 10 भी आप ले सकते हैं. So how much is this going to be? Approximately closest answer. आपको closest answer ढूंढना है to 6.4 into 10 raised to minus 6 and hence the right answer is option B. So rounding off सीख ले, if चारों ऑप्शन के वैल्यूज बहुत दूर है एक दूसरे से then rounding off you can do, but अगर वो नजदीक है then you cannot do. सचिन 4 यहां से लिया और इसका एक पाई इधर है और ये पाई इधर है, साथ में पाई स्क्वायर ले लिया. Yeah, Shaurya, nobody is checking your calculation, right? शौर्य क्लास कैलकुलेशन नहीं देखते ना वो लोग, वो तो सिर्फ ऑप्शन फाइनल आंसर देख रहे हैं. वो आप क्या कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं वो उनका नजर नहीं है. इट्स एन ऑप्शनल, इट्स अ option based exam, right? Nobody is looking at what calculation you're doing. That is only for the boards. Completed? Please take it down. So this is the June batch, right? If I'm not mistaken. June batch, right? Yeah, so June batch, the electrostatics that we have uploaded is actually of the August batch. So 26 lectures of August batch. And EMI that we are going to upload is of your batch, that is the June batch. So there will be no separate folders. There will be only a single folder. Okay, so I'm just making it very clear. And in case you really want to listen to your batch only, then you can refer on the YouTube channel. Okay, otherwise, please refer it from the portal because we have made that set as one set. to avoid any confusion. So electrostatics में lecture number 1 to 6 common था दोनों batches के लिए, और 7 onwards थोड़ा थोड़ा changes होता गया. That's why we made separate two separate folders. But actually it is the same content because it depends on how many people ask the doubts. So if they ask more doubts, then the time limitation or the time taken is sometimes more, and hence there is a variation in the time, but otherwise the content wise everything is being covered. Okay, so in case you want, then you can contact the team at SDC and you can take from your batch ka lecture. But I would say that if you're attending online, I don't think that is necessary, because when students were attending offline, they could listen to it only once, isn't it? Okay. So actually I have to get into level 2, but I have finished with level 1 in the case of August, but I'm continuing with level 2. So if you're listening to this August batch, I have started with level 2, a few questions to be covered. So let us try this question. I want everybody to try this. In the diagram shown, if a bar magnet is moved along the common axis of two single turn coils A and B in the direction of the arrow, मतलब the magnet is going from A to B as you can see, यानी कि एक मैग्नेट अगर आप A की तरफ देखेंगे तो नॉर्थ इज गोइंग अवे, और अगर आप B की तरफ देखेंगे देन साउथ इज कमिंग टूवर्ड्स. सो आई होप यू कैन रिमेंबर द डायरेक्शन. क्वेश्चन ये है कि ए ऑप्शन करंट इज इंड्यूस्ड ओनली इन ए एंड नॉट इन बी. सेकेंड ऑप्शन induced current in A and B are in the same direction. C, current is induced only in B and not in A, and induced current in A and B are in opposite directions. So you have to think for a minute before you answer this question. Okay, so chat box में B और D में झगड़ा चल रहा है. Let's see who's right. क्या चल रहा है, B है या D है? नॉर्थ से अगर एक कॉइल जा रहा है तो क्या उसमें डायरेक्शन होगा कि नहीं होगा? 100% होगा. क्यों नहीं होगा? नॉर्थ इज गोइंग अवे, दैट मीन्स ये बनेगा साउथ. नॉर्थ जा रहा है तो यहाँ क्लॉकवाइज, ए में क्लॉकवाइज होगा, और साउथ में क्या होगा? साउथ इज कमिंग टूवर्ड्स क्लॉकवाइज. सो दोनों कॉइल क्लॉकवाइज क्लॉकवाइज है, मतलब रिपेल हो जाएंगे. दोनों क्लॉकवाइज है तो दोनों रिपेल हो जाएंगे. सो व्हाट इज द आंसर? ऐसा है, करेक्ट है या रॉन्ग है? यू हैव टू थिंक. Induced current in A and B are in the same direction, और अगर नॉर्थ से वो निकल रहा है और साउथ की तरफ जा रहा है तो एक कॉइल में फ्लक्स कम हो रहा है और दूसरे कॉइल में फ्लक्स बढ़ रहा है. अब ऐसा सोचो, I'll tell you where you'll go wrong. So एक कॉइल से फ्लक्स कम हो रहा है तो वो क्या करने की कोशिश करेगा? फ्लक्स बढ़ाने की कोशिश करेगा. दूसरे कॉइल में फ्लक्स बढ़ रहा है तो वो कम करने की कोशिश करेगा. नाउ इट्स अ वेरी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन. Who will give me the real reasoning? Who will give me the real reasoning? So there is a big fight in the chat box between B and D. मुझे रीजन चाहिए, आप ऑप्शन मुझे नहीं बताएं. यू टेल मी द रीजन. आई हैव टोल्ड यू लेंसेज लॉ. आई एक्सप्लेन द एंटायर एक्सपेरिमेंट. I want the reason, class. Do you want some time for it? Do you want some time for it? I'll tell you the correct answer. तो आप मुझे reason बता दो. ठीक है, तो नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में आई विल आस्क यू this question. I will ask again because anyway August I have to start with this question. The correct answer is option D. The correct answer is option D. अब जो बी वाले हैं वो सोचो कि बी कैसा, और जिन्होंने डी ऐसे ही मार्क किया वो भी सोचे कि व्हाट इज द रीजन. But the correct answer over here is option D. Okay, so okay, Isha has given me. Yes, Isha. I want you to tell me how clockwise and anti-clockwise or anti-clockwise and clockwise, whatever you want to say. Let's come to the next question. This is very easy. This is very simple. Only the variables unhone change kiya hai. So a coil of having n turns. Have you done current electricity? So there is a coil which is having n turns. Okay, I have Raj with a big answer. Raj, I'll come to your answer. A coil having n turns and resistance R is connected with a galvanometer of resistance 4R. Galvanometer क्या measure करता है? What does a galvanometer measure? Galvanometer क्या measure करता है? Very good. Current measure करता है. Current measuring devices are connected in series or parallel. Current measuring devices को series या parallel में connect करते हैं. Current measuring devices like ammeters are always connected in very good series. Ammeters हमेशा series में connection होता है और वोल्ट मीटर्स हमेशा पैरेलल में. अगर हम एक कॉइल को, सो क्वेश्चन में देखें, कॉइल को आइडेंटिफाई करें, गैल्वेनोमीटर को आइडेंटिफाई करें, दोनों को हमने कनेक्ट किया है. द रीडर ऑफ द क्वेश्चन मस्ट अंडरस्टैंड द कॉइल एंड द गैल्वेनोमीटर आर कनेक्टेड इन सीरीज. इसका मतलब है 4 ये आर ओम्स और ये 4 आर ओम्स आर कनेक्टेड इन सीरीज. दैट मीन्स the total resistance is 5R. I hope this is understood. Okay, this is the main hint of this question. Rest of it is very simple. It's in T seconds. Magnetic flux is changing. Field is changing. What is the induced current? So we all know that E is minus of d phi by dt. They have used n number of turns here, so we'll use small n. Minus n d phi by dt. This will be I into R, total resistance minus n. So I can write this as W2 minus W1. The total time taken is T seconds, so it's as good as writing T minus 0. So what is the induced current? Therefore, the current will become minus n W2 minus W1 upon T into RT. नीचे आएगा, RT को नीचे लेके आना है, और टोटल रेजिस्टेंस यहाँ पे क्या होगा? 5R. So can you tell me which is the right answer here? Can you tell me which is the right answer? Yes. So the right answer is option B. Option B will be the correct answer, and the total resistance will be taken as 5R. Completed? Tell me please if you have completed. So please mention, if you're writing it down, that the coil and the galvanometer are connected in series. Hence, the net resistance is 5 ohms. The coil and the galvanometer are connected in series. Hence, the net resistance is 5 ohms. So this you have to mention. W1 and W2 are nothing but magnetic flux. So d phi, phi के जगह पे W दिया है, उतना ही है मानव. So d phi is like phi 2 minus phi 1 की जगह पे हमें लिखना है W2 minus W1. से वेरिएबल्स में डिफरेंस है. The net resistance will be 5 ohms. The net resistance, Shaurya, will be 5 ohms. Done? Okay, so now this is a very simple question. Could you tell me which formula, by reading the question, identify data and formula? Which formula to use? Very good, Divyam. Tejas. Drop कर रहे हैं. Very good, Aditya. Sachin, Shaurya. So हम लोग नीचे ड्रॉप कर रहे हैं. So if you remember when the velocity is vertical, it's BHLV. So E is equal to BH into L into V. Do we have all the data? Yes. Please substitute. Tell me the final answer in volt. Tell me the final answer in volt. Give me the final answer in volt. I hope you're getting 1.5 millivolt. B is the right answer. Got it, guys? So if you read the next question, it says two rails of a railway track insulated from each other and the grounds are connected to a millivoltmeter. What is the reading of the voltmeter? मतलब EMF कितना है? When a train travels with a speed of 180 kilometers per hour, what is the 180 kilometers per hour? The velocity is given, you'll have to convert it. How to convert velocity? 180 kilometers per hour को कैसे convert करते हैं to meters per second? How to convert? Yes, very good, Isha. Multiply by 5 by 18. So ये हो जाएगा 50 meters per second. Yes, Akhil, please wait. I'll just finish this and go back. Magnetic field is 2 into 10 raised to minus 5 Weber per meter square. And the rails are separated. ये rail होता है ना? The separation between the rail is 1 meter. So जैसे कि मैंने आपको already last lecture में hint दिया था, the EMF induced is going to be BVLV. Agreed? Because it is horizontal motion. So therefore, this is going to be 2 into 10 to the power minus 5 into 1, length is 1, multiplied by 50. What is the final answer? What is the final answer for this particular question? Yes, correct, Aditya. Yeah, so I can see many I got the right answer. You get 10 to the power minus 3 volt. Please take this question down. Very important. Okay, Akhil, I'm just going to the previous one. Please tell me when it is done. Slide number 14. So last lecture, I had given you a tip to study. If you remember, I showed you my flashcards, which my students use every year. They write a formula and behind they write the name of it. Another way of studying that one of my students do is they have a jar. नो जार रहता है, एक बॉटल रहता है, उसमें वो एक क्वेश्चन लिख के उसमें डाल देते हैं. सो उस तरीके से वो जार में बहुत सारे, यानी कि सुबह उठ के मैं क्या पढ़ूं, तो आधा टाइम जाता है सोचने में कि क्या पढ़ूं. तो द सेकेंड मेथड दैट आई वुड से टू स्टार्ट स्टडिंग इज एक जार में क्वेश्चन या टॉपिक जो आप पढ़ने वाले हैं उसके चिट्स बनाएं. सुबह उठकर एक चिट उठाएं, कोई भी, उसमें जो भी लिखा है. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल हमने लिखा था, एक टॉपिक लिखा है, सपोज फैराडेज लॉ, तो समझ में आएगा कि हाँ भाई मुझे पहले फैराडेज लॉ ही पढ़ना है. So this is the second tip to study. So every lecture I'll give you a tip how to perform for excellence. I will teach you some values, some tricks, which will help you in the due course of time. So this is the second tip of the day. So, procrastination, we say that you kind of procrastinate a lot, right? You don't know whether to do what. Like सुबह उठकर क्या करना है मुझे, मैथ्स पढूं कि फिजिक्स पढूं कि केमिस्ट्री पढूं. ऐसा करने के लिए हमें पहले एक चिट निकालना है और उसके लिए चिट्स बनाओ. मतलब बॉक्सेस में आप रख सकते हैं फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, मैथ्स, बायो. एक टॉपिक लिख के रखे. जैसे वन ऑफ माय स्टूडेंट राइट्स, डू ये पेज नंबर का 10 एमसीक्यू, मार्वल के ये पेज का 10 एमसीक्यू, इसको प्रिपरेशन कहते हैं. तो वो प्रीवियस डे क्या करता है, 10-10 चिट बना के रखता है या वीक के लिए बनाता है. और वो क्या करता है, सुबह उठकर एक चिट उठाता है, वो जो भी कहता है वही करता है, उस दिन का काम खत्म. सो ट्राई टू मेक योर स्टडी इंटरेस्टिंग. तो इससे क्या होगा, आप काफी आगे निकल सकते हो. Okay, can we do one last question before we wind up? One last question. Can you try this on your own without my help? One last question. Please try it on your own without my help. Just tell me the formula correctly in the chat box. नीरज, ये होने के बाद जाऊं, चलेगा? मुझे जस्ट रिमाइंडर डाल देना, कॉपी पेस्ट करके वापस लिख देना. यस यस ईशा, यू कैन प्रोसीड. स्नेहा, एरोप्लेन कैसे जाता है बेटा, हॉरिजॉन्टल की वर्टिकल? Is it BHLV or is it BVLV? I think we made it very clear. अगर horizontal motion है, then vertical component लगेगा. अगर vertical component नहीं दिया है ना, then हमने को angle of dip दिया होगा. I think we had done this last time. Tan delta is BV upon BH. तो अगर हमें directly vertical component नहीं दिया है, तो हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ रहेगा. Yes, Rahul, I will read. तुझे कैसे पता? Okay, I will read. Yeah. I have to read his answer. अच्छा, you all are discussing and you have typed it. ठीक है, मैं चेक करती हूँ. Yes. आप लोग सॉल्व करो जब तक. राहुल wants me to read Raj's answer. Yeah, I'm just going back the chat. Okay, I'm reading Raj Yadav. Your answer for that question I told you all to think about. Yes, Raj, your answer is correct. Good. It's correct. Okay, so people have got me the answer for aeroplane. EMF, the aeroplane we were looking at, 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 into 50 into velocity क्या होगा? 360 into 5 by 18. So 18. So 2 into 50 is 100 into 100 into 10 to the power minus 4. I hope everyone got the answer as 1 volt. Did you get the answer as 1 volt? Because 4 zeros बन रहे हैं, 10 raised to minus 4 है, answer is 1 volt. So I think you are okay with the MCQs related to the topics of lecture 1, 2, 3 and 4. So today was lecture number 5, where we covered what we have done in lecture 1, 2, 3 and 4. In the next lecture, we will be doing a new derivation. Yes, Neeraj, you wanted previous slide. In the next lecture, lecture number 6, we will be doing a new derivation and we will be moving forward. Our last part of this chapter is going to be transformers. EMI finishes at transformers. So as we go, we are learning a lot and we come to transformers, and therefore alternating current is like electronics. We are going to apply the transformer concept and then we are going to come to the concept of alternating currents. Neeraj, it's done? Okay. So thank you so much. So we have a few more questions. We will finish that. And then I will be taking level 3, which is Maha physics, and then we will do the derivation. So next lecture is a combination of derivation and MCQ. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Bye-bye and take care.